Yes. I was labor intensive today. My little chicken was not.
You were building a brick wall.
Yes, but we were grouting. Yes, I went back to my family masonry roots.
What is it that you cannot do? Is there anything that you can't do, Debrianna?
Slow down. I can't slow down.
It's like every time I check in with you, oh, we were just, making some, fire extinguishers for fun. We know how to do it.
What? I'm like a girl MacGyver. I don't know. We put brick on a wall and we hadn't finished the grout, so we did the grout today. It always cracks my dad up because I love doing all that stuff, and he's like, "What?
What's wrong with you?"
It's my bricklaying is in my blood.
Bricklayer DNA.
Oh my God. So yeah, that's what I did today. My back's a little sore, I have to say that.
Back-breaking work.
Yeah, I do it and I think to myself, I don't know how my dad did it until he was 62. I don't know how. So, and when people would say we need to raise the retirement age, I'm like, obviously you guys didn't know anything about manual labor, because my dad, not a chance could he have gone till 62. He had to have both of his knee replaced already. And his back, oh my God. I'm like, I don't know how people can do it.
It's really funny that you bring that up, because we were talking about that this morning, about people who work so hard their whole lives in maybe one job or a city job or whatever the case may be, and then they get really excited to retire early or whatever, and then they die like a year later. That happened to my father-in-law, and it was terrible and so heartbreaking, because
it is.
He didn't try. All he wanted to do was travel, and then a year after he retired.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of people. Thankfully, my dad's 80, so he's all right. But I think in large part it's because it was physical labor, because he smoked. Everybody did then.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think about that whenever I am doing those big projects with bricks.
We work hard in America. We work really hard, and the worker doesn't get a lot of stuff. Not a lot.
We place too much value on productivity and not enough on just being able to calm down and relax. It says me, who never does.
Right. And me too. Like, we're being total hypocrites right now.
I know, right? I know. Like you do too. You don't.
Well, but it's also life balance. I mean, you have to. Yeah. You have to find somehow a way. It gets harder and harder these days. But with this COVID and having sort of actual time to breathe, I think a lot of people are reevaluating that. Hopefully they bring that to the polls in November.
That said, I did stop in time to prep and mise en place my pot roast.
Okay, let's check it out. Let's see this.
All right, husband.
Uh-oh.
Cameraman.
If I'm in the control booth right now, I'd be saying, where is he? Where is he?
Where did he go?
Get off that couch.
Well, I have my beautiful pot roast bottom round.
Oh my God, look at that. Is that from your meat company?
My Moinbox.
Wow.
Moinbox. It's beautiful.
That is a good looking pot roast.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Wow.
And then I am going to roast my potatoes a la my potato bravas recipe. So they've already been cooked and parboiled with salt, and they're dried now with oil on them. They're going to go on the grill. But I wanted crispy potatoes, not potatoes in the pot roast. I'm going to do green beans, carrots, fennel, and celery in with the pot roast, and onions. And then I parboiled the potatoes here in beef broth. And I'm going to use that broth that has the potato starch in it in the pot roast. Okay.
What is the beauty of Instapot? So if you did this regularly in the oven, how long would it take? versus
couple of hours in the oven. Couple of hours in the oven, because you cook it low and slow kind of thing with the less expensive cuts of meat, I should say. And it's summer, and I don't want to have the oven on for a couple hours.
Too hot.
Too hot. So I use my Instant Pot all the time.
And so how long will it take in the Instapot?
45 minutes.
Someone's asking, how many pound pot roast?
This is about 2 pounds.
Okay.
It's about a 2-pounder. So yeah, so 45 minutes, and then I'm going to on high on the pressure cooker, and then I'm going to manually release the steam, which you won't see me do, and then I'm going to take the lid off, take the meat out, and put vegetables in, and let them cook at high pressure for 10 minutes.
Wow. So you really manipulate the Instapot. Like I just throw in, hope for the best, and I've never done any of the special tricks.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, there are several tricks. I will begin.
Show us your tricks.
Oh, look what I have. Out of my garden, my garlic.
That is so gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
Wow.
So
that's an accomplishment right there.
What?
That's an accomplishment right there, worthy of high praise.
Isn't that pretty?
It's beautiful.
Yes, I'm very happy. I have that to go in my pot roast. So the first thing I'm going to do after I cut this off is I'm going to make some slits in the pot roast with a sharp knife.
Some slits.
Some slits.
Why do you do that?
Because I'm going to put garlic cloves down there.
Oh, you're going to stuff them in there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so right in those little holes. I'm going to do about 4. And see, there's like, you can see here.
Yeah.
See, I just made a slit. And in goes the garlic clove.
Wow. And it really releases it throughout the whole roast?
Yes, ma'am.
You're like, I'm not just doing this for fun.
I know. Just that I wanted to make a hole in my pot roast.
It almost looks like a heart from this angle, Debrianna.
That's so cute.
Like the Sacred Heart.
Aww. Yeah, so here's slit.
Someday Jesus reference.
In goes the garlic clove. Nice and mean. Here's another slit. And in goes a piece of the garlic clove.
Wow.
I think I'm going to do 4. And I'll use more for the...
Someone says, hi guys, that roast is going to taste delicious. My mouth is watering. Me too.
That's good. I'm glad. Okay, so then here's the manipulation on the Instant Pot that I'm going to do.
Okay.
There's a saute button on there.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that if you keep pressing it, it says less, normal, more. I want it on more because I want it on high.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom, just like a couple, maybe a tablespoon.
Olive oil?
Yeah, olive oil. And that's starting to heat up in there. And then I'm going to brown the pot roast on each side, about 3 or so minutes on each side. But while that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and rub some salt in.
There's just nothing better than like that meat that just melts in your mouth from roasting.
I know. Well, this should pull apart. You know, like a pork kind of. In when it's done in the pressure cooker, which is that's the setting that I'm going to use is the pressure cooker setting. Yeah. There is a slow cooker on there, but I'm not using that. I'm using the pressure cooker setting. I'm going to rinse my hand off because I want to do a little pepper on there.
I have to admit, I get a little scared with pressure cooker.
Oh, I know. David did too. I've been using a pressure cooker all my adult life.
So you have no fear. You have such confidence.
I'm totally comfortable with this Instapot, but not the pressure cooker.
I have like 3 or 4 pressure
The
cookers.
pressure is real.
It is. I know that people freak out about them. I've been using them my whole life. I love them.
And you've never had like a bomb go off in your kitchen.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I have not. No.
Someday I'll get the courage. Someday.
Yeah. Well, with this, it's really easy. It even has those stupid settings: meat, stew, bean, chili.
It's like Instapot for morons. And I'm oh my God.
Well, I think we have discussed my my aversion to having anything that has a pre-cooked button on it, but that's the only way it came, so I got it.
Right.
All right, so I cut off the bottom of my onion about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. I'm gonna peel off the skin, and then I'm gonna set that in some water because then I want it to regrow. Otherwise, if I wasn't doing that in the summer, you know that would go in my vegetable
Yeah.
freezer. Yeah.
Yes.
So I have 2 pretty good sized onions. I'm gonna slice those up, and I'm gonna saute those ahead also, but in the bottom of the pot. But first, I'm gonna
want them to get browned.
What's that?
Want them to get browned. They can't do that as much in the Instapot, or
No, they will. I'm just getting that prep. See, I did that for this one too.
yeah.
That's going out in the garden. No, I'm gonna put them in after the meat's brown.
Okay.
Because I want the meat to be in there and really not have any liquid that might come off of the onion.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I get it now. Because
Yeah.
there's water in there. Those
Well,
onions.
there's moisture, yeah, in here. So I don't want that. I just want the meat to brown. So I'm just waiting for that to come up to temperature. And I mean, if you didn't want to do it that way, obviously you could brown it in a frying pan ahead.
Mhm.
But the thing about the Instant Pot is everything is all done in the pot. So it's all in one place, which is really cool.
Right.
All right, so I think that's the oil. All right, in my baby meat goes. Look how pretty.
Looks beautiful.
Oh, yes, I hear the sizzle. I don't know if you can reach over here. Can you, cameraman?
As far as I can go.
Okay. Well, here, this will be fun. I'll move the Instant Pot. Can you see in there?
I can see in there.
Okay. That's my meat browning.
Yum.
Yeah. So while that 45 minutes is going on, I will be preparing the carrots. I'm going to do carrots, celery, green beans, and fennel
Yum.
in there. And I have about 2 onions. I don't know. I like a lot of onions in there, but it's up to you. You know, I'm an onion girl. I like them.
I like onion. I like cooked onions a lot. Raw onions I can't deal with.
Yeah. So I'm also going to put in some garlic. Oh, this garlic is so pretty.
That's award winning.
It is. Look, it's pink.
Oh my gosh.
It's not pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with my fresh garlic.
You're
And
bound.
I'm going to put in about 4 cloves after this gets brown. Okay. So I need a tong. Excuse me.
Hi.
Oh, nice. So it's brown. Oh
So
my
you
God.
left the top open and it's like sizzling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it should. Come on. Let's go. And then see all those pretty brown bits are going to be in there. So I'm going to deglaze that pan. And I am going to use balsamic vinegar. You could use red wine if you want to. But I like the flavor of vinegar. It just I like to cook it down a little bit till it gets a little syrupy. And I just like the I don't know, richness of it when it does that.
It's an incredible thing, balsamic vinegar.
Mm-hmm. And I have also chili Caribe.
Yum.
I'm going to add a little of that. That's mild. It's not a spicy one because I have guests coming. We're going to socially distance and eat stew.
You're doing the socially distanced dinner, are you?
Yeah. And I got my test back. Did you?
I have to go on the thing because they didn't call me. You're M, so they should have called me because
They called me. They didn't call David. They called me, but they didn't call David. So I don't know what is up with that.
Yeah, I didn't get a call, so I'm going to sign up for that thing to see if I could find out.
Yeah, with going on the app, it was right away. So we already know we are COVID free.
Nice.
And that was kind of a good feeling. So here, my carrots, while that's cooking, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the ends off, and I will be saving those. Because they're going to go in my freezer, Peggy. Yes, they will.
Freezer special.
Freezer special.
You know what I did? Remember when my cousin Tatiana gave me those beautiful French radishes? I put them in the ground, and they're starting to sprout.
Oh, that's it? That's so cool.
I just thought I'd try.
Well, I'm going to do that also with my fennel bottom. So I'm going to keep that with my onion bottom.
It's really fun to do.
Yeah, it's totally fun.
Especially if you don't have patience with seeds.
Yeah, exactly. You start to see them growing immediately.
Someone said a funny thing.
What did they say?
Bottom round consumed in large quantities makes a bottom round.
Yes, it does.
All right, so my meat is very brown. I'm going to move my potatoes here. And I'm going to take the meat out, and I'm just going to set it aside in my pan. And then you can see it. See, it's brown.
Wow.
Hold on, let me get it.
Oh.
Where are you? There you are.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty nice and hot in there. Now I'm going to add my onions. And I want to get those a little bit translucent, I guess. Is what I will do. I think it might need a little bit more oil.
Is that what? How hot would you say that Instapot is right now compared to like a stovetop? Is it medium heat? Is it really hot? What is it?
I don't think it's really hot. I think it's probably medium hot.
Okay.
I think that's probably about as high as it will go. And I'm kind of getting up the little brown bits, and I love that the brown bits are in here.
Yeah.
So I have the onions, and I'm going to throw in 4 whole cloves of garlic. And I will leave that till later. Well, I'm going to put half that fennel in right now, and I'll save the rest for later.
Okay.
So the next thing I would do, I have green beans. Can you see those?
Yeah.
I'm going to add those later, afterwards. And a couple of stalks of celery. Now I'm also going to grow this one.
Yeah, I have mine in the ground now. It is bright green leaves. It's so beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
It's so beautiful.
It's awesome. So, that's kind of the end of the celery. It's basically a couple of stalks. I'm going to throw a couple in here now and save the rest for later. And I'll just put that over there. But those will all go in after the 45 minutes are up, and they'll go in the pot for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get these translucent. I'm going to add a little salt because you salt everything. No, I did not measure. No, I did not.
I didn't say anything. I'm just rolling with it.
And then I have some herbs from the garden. So this is thyme, parsley, rosemary, and sage. Look at my sage.
Again, there is a song in there.
I know, I knew you were going to say that.
I say that. I repeat myself a lot.
Oh, I know, we all do. We're getting old.
Oh, God.
Hey, did you see somebody posted in Corona Kitchen about Food Network looking for home cooks or something?
I did not see that. How did I miss that?
Well, I'm like, why would you post that in Corona Kitchen and not tell me and Lisa?
That's so weird. What?
All day long.
Yeah, what? Was it today or
Well, I saw it yesterday. I don't know when it went in.
yesterday?
I thought it was funny, though, I have to say.
Yeah. Huh.
So I have very young thyme here, some of it, which I'm just going to chop up and not worry about the stems because they're very, very soft. And then I have some that's a different kind of thyme that is woody. So I'm just going to pull
The tender part.
Yeah, so what you do is you hold the top of the stem and you just drag your hand along it and the little leaves come right off. And there they are in my soup.
Lovely.
Yeah. So that's that. And that the onions are about translucent. So I'm going to deglaze the bottom of that with about 1/4 cup of.
Explain to people what deglazing is if they don't know.
Okay. It's basically when you have the little bits on the bottom of the pan when you're browning stuff, like the little brown bits of the meat. It happens when you do vegetables too, if they caramelize a little. And so you take a liquid, usually wine, in this case vinegar, and when you pour the liquid in, it pulls up all the brown bits, which is the most delicious part, and that's called deglazing.
It's like the building blocks of gravy.
Yeah. That's right. So now I can see the vinegar's pulling up all the little brown bits. And I'm just going to let that cook down for a few minutes.
I have this memory of my mom deglazing the turkey pan, like just swirling it over the stove top, swirl, 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 scrape, scrape, adding stuff, making the most amazing sauce and gravy.
Well, those little brown bits are really what add the deliciousness into the sauce, for sure. All right, so I don't know how much I have here. What I want is about 3 cups of liquid.
Okay.
So, I think I can pour it right in.
Are you going to measure it?
Yes. I'm measuring it because if I don't, then I don't know how to tell you how much was in there.
True.
And since we're trying to help people cook.
Pyrex should be the sponsor of Corona Kitchen, by the way.
What?
Pyrex should be a sponsor of Corona Kitchen.
Yes, they
We
should.
give them free advertising every day.
Every day, I know. This smells so delicious. I'm going to add probably, I'm going to say about a tablespoon-ish, just a bit shy of the chili Korean.
Okay.
And I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard.
Yes.
Into that. And then I'm just going to stir that in so it gets all incorporated.
Is this a classic recipe that you always make, or are you doing this from something else, or where did you get this?
From my head.
You're like, right here.
Right here.
Right here.
I don't know. I love Dijon mustard and roast beef.
Yeah.
I love the flavors of vinegar. I could have used wine, but I didn't. All right, so now I'm going to add Oh, that looks good. It's getting thick in there.
Mm.
Now I'm going to loosen it up with my liquid. So the thing about this liquid is it also has the potato starch in it. Oh,
Yeah, potato starch. That's a good call.
Mm-hmm. So that's about 3 cups. It's a little more. I mean, that part doesn't need to be exact.
Right.
Now I'm going to add back in my meat.
Get back in there.
Get in. Get in, you beautiful thing. Look how pretty.
Oh my God. It already looks textbook already.
Gorgeous. All right, so here's how this is going to go. This is the Instant Pot lid.
Okay.
It has this thing on it. This is what you use for the pressure cooker. So you need to make sure the red little thing is down. And you lock it. Well,
that's like the red thing's like the doomsday device to me.
All right, so I'm doing that. Now it's locked on, and I'm going to turn the pressure cooker, that little valve, to the back.
Okay.
So it's closed.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn my pressure cooker on. I'm hitting pressure cook. I want it on high. And I want to set this for 45 minutes.
It really looks like a bomb takedown digital numbering system.
So this is probably going to take a few minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. It depends on how hot everything is for this to come to temperature. Then it will start counting down the 45 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm done. When it's done, I'm going to quick release it, which means I'm going to manually turn that little nozzle down so that it starts releasing the pressure. When it's ready, the little red button will pop up. The thing is, you have to be careful when you move that back and forth. You might want to use a pot holder because the steam comes out. That's where the steam's released. So that's the only thing to be careful of.
Okay.
That's all. So I'm going to cut my carrots. I'll probably cut the carrots here. Look, I'll show you.
So the carrots only take 10 minutes?
Yes, that's the miracle.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so I'm going to cut them in chunks like this.
Okay.
Chunk. Like about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, about that.
All your produce looks so good.
Thank you. I'm going to do those and some mushrooms. And I'm going to put all that back in, and that's going to be when they're all cooked in that gravy. I mean that liquid. It's going to become gravy. I'll add a little bit of cornstarch at the end to thicken it up a little bit, and that's it.
That's dinner.
That's dinner. So I'll pull the meat out. So the meat will basically rest while the vegetables are cooking. So
yeah.
That's my story, people.
That's going to be the bricklayer's dinner.
That is the bricklayer's dinner. I am very grateful. It's cooling down, but I am still cooking my potatoes on the grill.
That's going to be a tasty dinner.
Yeah. You know what I did with the potatoes this time? Because I made those peanuts the other day. I have leftover bacon fat.
Ooh.
So I have a little bacon fat on the potatoes because who doesn't love that?
Yum.
Yum. Yes, it does smell good. Who said that? The lemon squeezy should sponsor Corona Kitchen. Yes, they should. Feel free to ask them.
And they can change their name to Lemon Squeezy if they feel like it.
Okay, so we have some very cool guests lined up, people. Stay tuned. We are at episode, this is, I think, 95. I don't know. I think 100 ends up on July 3rd. So.
Da, 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 da.
So be ready. Be ready with some champagne. We should all champagne toast ourselves.
Ooh, maybe you'll make something like something special. It'll be a special one. Maybe we'll both cook together at the same time or do something crazy.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, or we can post something, a recipe, and everyone can cook it together.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Tell us.
Maybe we will have taken all of our tests and antibody tests. We can actually have dinner together.
That'd be awesome. Okay, so Friday we do have a guest coming on. We
That's
will
true.
announce it.
We have a special guest. And tonight is what night, Debrianna?
Picture night. The contest.
The contest
The
winner.
photo contest is tonight. Yes. Yeah, cocktail night. Yeah.
Cocktail night.
Yes.
Friend.
Yes.
Yeah. Yay.
All right, let's all cook together. That's what everyone's saying. We'll come up with something. That'll be fun.
That would be a really fun thing to all cook together for the 100. Yeah. Okay.
Cool, everybody.
We can make it happen.
We can make it happen.
Anything's possible.
Thank you, everyone. I didn't have any homework today because I was laying bricks, so I didn't do anything today.
I went on a hike. We had a picnic. It was nice. We were outside. Felt really good to get away from the house.
Yeah.
When you can.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. Join our YouTube page channel if you have not. We would really appreciate it. And we will see you tomorrow. I'll post pictures of the pot roast when it's done.
And I just want to say happy Pride. It's Pride Day, Pride weekend.
Happy Pride.
Love is love is love.
Yeah. Love is love. That is for sure. And we love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a wonderful day. The rest of it. Whatever's left. Wherever you are in the world.
Whatever time it is.